So the thing that I would start with is, and here's kind of the framework or the visual you can have. Think about a 2 by 2 grid. And on one axis are big accounts. The next axis is fast moving accounts. And so think about, okay, what are you prioritizing in light of? Ideally, you want a big contract that you can close very quickly. Like, how cool would that be to start your new role with a big, fast contract? Okay. So priorities are always in light of outcomes. So if you think of like the top right, that's your like category A, big deals that will move fast. So the question then, as it relates to what would drive a large account, those are more, or a large deal, those are more of account based factors. Who are the people who have bought large deals in the past? What do they look like? What do they have in common? What are some of the patterns? If you ran a report of over this last year, maybe people who, and you just kind of filter by deal size, what are some of the patterns? Can you talk to and ask some of the reps who were closing those deals? Hey, what was it about this account that led to the deal size? Was it a certain use case? Was it a certain team that you started with and how you developed the deal from there? Right. So that's the first piece. Now the next piece is the sales cycle. How can I find the deals that will move fast? Which is more a question of when, not who. And so it's timing. So then the question is to say, okay, the deals that took a long time to close versus those that were moving very quickly, what was the event that was happening? What already existed inside of that account? Because to get a deal to move fast like that, it's not something that you can manufacture, it's something that you have to find. And so if you were coming from the SDR's point of view, you probably thought a lot about trigger events that created the timing for your outreach. You can carry that same kind of thought process on through. And then you're beginning to get to this profile of, okay, here's my category A, big deals that move fast, what they look like and when, or what's going on inside of that account. Now, the next question is more something that you probably want to ask your manager, your leader. What's the bigger win in their mind? Smaller deals that you're closing quickly, maybe learning from, versus larger deals that you are spending more time to work. That's your category B. And I would say probably early on, I would go to that first example, like fast but smaller wins, because that's how you're going to start to learn really, really quickly. And then you can roll those up into the larger opportunities, which would then make that your C, and then your category D here, which would be small deals that move very slowly. I would say, hey, should you even be working those at all? May they, maybe they're stealing some time, effort, energy from the others. However, there's also a case to be made. Maybe you're brand new walking into this industry for the first time. I don't know if you are jumping into a new company into the AE role, or maybe being promoted up within the same organization, same industry. And so you may say, hey, those are actually going to be some of my quote practice swings, that I'll try to learn from, get some first conversations from. Low pressure, low anxiety. I can kind of ease into it. Maybe I'll mix some of those into my early outreach first. So I have kind of some other thoughts, but I'll pause there. That would be my simple 2 by 2 grid to get you started.